Hey there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super pumped, super excited to be introducing you to a very good friend of mine, Coralie Fox. Hey, Coralie.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Amazing. We've been talking about bringing you into the Master Number 11 membership as a speaker for eons. And so we're now making it happen.
I
So
love it.
I know, right? So Coralie is a coach who really loves to help people to get unstuck in their lives. I mean, that's kind of what coaches do. But she's very, very passionate about helping people to really discover their authentic selves and how to really express that. And I feel that she's really, really great with the soulpreneurs and the wellpreneurs and anybody who's sharing a little bit of light to the world, the light workers out there. And so Master Number 11's, who they are naturally inclined to want to share their light. That's just who they are. And good news is that Coralie's on Master Number 11 herself, right? We only bring in the real deals. So we're going to be doing a talk on Monday, May 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking about the shame and blame cycle. So Coralie, what the heck is that? The shame and blame cycle?
Yeah. Well, as you know, Anne, we 11s can be so hard on ourselves. And so when life gets tough, often we make it even harder by saying, if I wasn't so this, or if I wasn't so that, I wouldn't be going through this.
Right.
And I call that the double whammy, because life is already hard and now we're going to beat up on ourselves. And so I want to talk to our 11 friends about how we can best support ourselves and build up our resilience so that when life gets hard, it's just hard and we're able to manage it. So I want to talk about the stress cycle, because that can cause a lot of difficult emotion, shame, all that good stuff. And if we can disrupt it, then we can really live life with more peace and balance.
Yeah, and it's really about choice, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Because I really feel that the Master Number 11's, the expectations that they set for themselves, like it's so up here, right? I don't think I've ever met a Master 11 who said, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. And I know I'm in perfect alignment. Like it's so rare, right?
I'm
and
good
if you're
enough.
That girl or that guy, I'm happy for you, but it doesn't happen very often, right?
Yeah,
that's
right.
So what exactly are we going to be covering during this event?
Yeah. So the stress cycle, it really happens. And we've seen this so much during the pandemic. When we get overwhelmed or we face stressors, we often turn to things like food, alcohol, online shopping, maybe the, online scrolling at 2 a.m., right? And it comes from the best intentions. We're trying to calm ourselves. We're trying to soothe ourselves. Maybe we're trying to numb out for a bit. We're tired of dealing with our emotions. And so while they come from a good place, they can have negative consequences. They can have a hangover effect, maybe a real hangover.
Yeah, no
right? And so then we're left feeling bad again, and we're left beating ourselves up again. And so the stress cycle happens when I feel bad, I want to feel better, and we go back and forth, and we can just get really locked in, and it's tough.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of like, how does this happen? I mean, let's talk specifics, right?
Sure.
How can this actually be something that is perpetuating and affecting us? Like, how does it directly affect us?
Well, for myself, I had an eating disorder for 20 years. And so me and the stress cycle, old friends.
Yeah.
I would feel bad about myself. Maybe if my weight was different or I was on the right eating plan, everything would go great. And then at some point, my rebel child would go, no, I'm done with this. And I'd go back to eating or binging or whatever, and then feel really bad about it afterwards. And the cycle would start again.
Yeah.
But what happened was that I was looking outside for the things that would help. And it's really an inside job, right?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
So I want to talk about the tools, the techniques, the practices that are available for us 11s to really help us invest in ourselves and disrupt that cycle. And so what we're really trying to do is build resilience. And so we're doing it every day, ideally, so that when life gets hard, we've got the things that we can lean on, and we're not looking outside ourselves for those silver bullets.
Yeah, I can really identify with this. I remember several years ago, my self-esteem wasn't exactly where it needed to be. And I had been invited out to be a speaker at a hotel for a women's conference. And it was a big deal for me to be invited to do this, but I hadn't been doing numerology all that long, right? So of course the self-esteem is like down here, confidence level is down here. So what I do, I'd go out and have a big spending spree because I couldn't possibly walk in wearing the outfits that I had. I had to, have something else that would look really decent. And on top of that, of course, I couldn't walk in without a laptop. Oh my God, what would I look like if I didn't come in with a laptop? Because, executives don't come in without laptops. Are you kidding me? And so a really good friend of mine actually shared with me something that she learned because she too went through this awful cycle of feeling not good enough. So she'd buy a bunch of stuff to make yourself appear a little bit more successful or make yourself feel better. And she said, ask yourself before you buy this big thing, like a laptop I didn't need, what emotional need in you is not being met that says you have to do this right now?
I love it.
That was amazing. And I use that as a guiding force because I have some dominant 5 energy in my chart that says I can be a little spontaneous, and it made me think about, the 11's who are sitting at home during the pandemic, and they might be doing a lot more online shopping. Are you getting kind of caught in that trap? Are you feeling not, 100% given the circumstances? You're pulled away from your normal work environment. Are you surrounding yourself with a whole bunch of stuff, things like that? So yeah, we're going to be covering some of those things, are we not?
Yeah, absolutely. And, one of the challenges we have is we've got this critical, I think of it as an authoritarian parent kind of voice, or if you're lucky like me, it's a choir of voices, right? every message, that I've gotten from, parents, teachers, sports coaches, you name it, right? All in my head telling me how I can be better or different or work harder or whatever. And so what we really want to do is set up, what would the healthy parent look like? What would the healthy, loving parent that loves us unconditionally, regardless of what we're wearing, how we're feeling, you name it. And so that's what I'm really trying to get into is what are these tools that we can use that support us, that give us what we need so that we're more ready and able to face the world.
And how do we shut up that inner critic?
Yes.
Turn down the volume on that, right?
Exactly. It's always at an 11, right?
Yeah, I think that's a value-added option that they gave us when we were born. I don't know. But anyway, it's getting old. So this is all going to be happening in the Master Number 11 membership on Monday, May the 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You have to be a member. This is not something that's going to be just all over YouTube. This is something that's in the membership. It's $11 to attend. Okay. So you can join the membership for just $11. And it's at masternumber11.com. I'll put the link up there for you. And we'd love to see you there. Coralie has a special prize. What's our prize this month?
An hour of free coaching with moi.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And where do people find out more about you, Coralie?
My website is upandtotherright.ca. By all means, reach out. Would love to kickstart a conversation with you.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, I am super pumped. I'm super looking forward to it.
Me too.
And I hope to see everybody there. Thanks, Coralie. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Take care.
You too. Bye for now.
Bye.